What's going on, everybody, and welcome to CS5 Unmasked. Today's video is going to be a costume guide for my Freddy Part 4 costume. Now this isn't necessarily going to be a tutorial, but essentially just a guide kind of to show you what items that I actually used for the costume, where I got them, and approximately how much I paid for them. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the mask. Now this is a Freddy Part 4 Trick or Treat Studios mask that I had purchased on Amazon, and I paid about $53 for it. And let me tell you what, it was well worth the money. The quality was good and the look of it was great. Now you can find cheaper Freddy masks online. If you are on a budget, a cheaper alternative will actually work just fine. But just remember, you get what you pay for. And so I decided to pony up a few extra dollars and get a really high quality one, and I was extremely pleased with my purchase. As for the shirt, I bought mine from a Spirit of Halloween store after the Halloween season was over, and they started reducing all the prices. I was able to pick up 2 Freddy shirts for around $9 each, so I picked up a large and a medium because I really wasn't sure which one was actually going to fit me well. Now essentially, to make the shirt look like the one from the movie, I grabbed a pair of scissors and proceeded to cut the collar, the cuffs, and even the bottom of the shirt. And then I just grabbed a wire brush and I frayed out the edges. And just using a can of flat black spray paint that I picked up at Lowe's, I lightly just kind of went over the shirt, hitting a few points around the collar and even the cuffs, just to give it that really dingy or griminess kind of look that I was looking for. Now moving on to the pants, from what I've seen on the movie and a bunch of photos online, the pants are essentially just a pair of dark blue or navy blue dress or work pants, and there's really nothing too special about them. You can find them anywhere. These particular pants I did pick up at the Goodwill for around $3, but I've seen tons of these type of pants at yard sales and even at Walmart on clearance. I just frayed the bottom of the pants a little bit, and just did a light coating of the flat black spray paint just to darken them up just a little bit more. Now moving on to the boots, it's just a pair of old dirty work boots that are a pretty common item at most thrift stores and even yard sales. I picked these up for next to nothing, and not only am I using them for this costume, I actually use them when I'm outside doing yard work or working on the car. Now for the hat, it's just a dirty brown fedora. Mine is just a cheap cowboy hat that I picked up at Party City after Halloween was over, and being as everything was on sale, this was around $3. I basically just trimmed off the rim to about what I thought the size would be, and then just kind of touched it up with a little bit of flat black spray paint, just to darken it up, make it look a little more dirtier. So pretty much every item of this costume you can pick up at your local thrift store or even online. But the glove itself, I really wanted to put some extra care into it. You can pick up a cheap Freddy glove online, and most of them actually look pretty good. The prices are relatively reasonable as well, ranging anywhere from $12 to $40. And even on the higher end of that, you're still getting a pretty good deal. I started off with a cheap Freddy glove that somebody had gifted to me, and even just out of the package, it still looked great. I decided to change it because I really wanted it to look more like the glove from the movie, rather than a cheap Party City knockoff. I removed that cheap brown glove and upgraded to an actual leather glove. And again, these type of gloves you can find anywhere, 50 cents to $1 at most yard sales. Harbor Freight I think sells them for about $4 a pair, and Walmart I think they're about $8. So you shouldn't have too hard of a time to actually find one. Now I did stain up the glove using some brown shoe polish and some watered down black acrylic paint to really give it that look I was going for. A few pop rivets and some washers later, and the glove actually looks a whole lot better. Now for all the plastic parts of the glove, it already had a copper look to it, so I was quite happy with that. I just took some black acrylic paint and I just went over the whole glove, wiped it down, and did some sanding just to give it that weathered and worn look. And then I just added a leather strap with a small red bead just to kind of complete that look. Now the solder on the glove is just hot glue that I applied to the fingers and a few key parts of the glove, and then I just went over it with some gray acrylic paint. I didn't have any silver, but gray still actually looked pretty good, and I was quite pleased on how that actually looked. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I do understand that this costume is not 100% accurate with the one in the movie, but I really do like the way this actually turned out. So I really hope that this guide actually does help you out when you decide to go make your own Freddy costume in the future. Well, alright everybody, until next time, this is CS5 signing out, and I hope to see you in the next video.